What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name's Anthony, and 10 days ago, I put out this video right here talking about how Chainlink was lagging behind the rest of the market and potentially primed for a breakout. Fast forward today, Chainlink is up 43% over the last 7 days, almost 20% over the last 24 hours. It is outperforming the vast majority of all, let's say, top 50 cryptocurrencies. There are only a few outperforming it, and guess what? I'm sure you know this if you're a Chainlink investor, but we are at a new all-time high, and we broke that $20 resistance that we were sitting at for 6 months straight. So what do we do now? Do we buy more? Do we sell the top for some profit? How do we react to this, and what can we expect from the Link price moving forward? We're going to get into all that and more today in our technical analysis, but before I get started, I want to thank all our new and returning subscribers and remind you to consider subscribing to the channel and joining our growing community if you are someone who's serious about including cryptocurrencies and speculative investments into your overall wealth building strategy. So without further ado, let's take a look again at this overall cryptocurrency market. I mentioned how Chainlink is outperforming almost all the top coins. One of the exceptions to that rule is Polkadot. But as far as the top 20 cryptocurrencies, the only other one that's outperforming Chainlink this week is Aave, which of course is another project I've covered on this channel. I'll put a link to a video up top, but let's take a look at this Chainlink price. As always, I was waiting for the daily close to make this video. Those of you who watch this channel regularly know I am a big fan of the daily candles because they really give us an idea of the big picture. You know, getting lost in the 1 hour or 60 minute or certainly 15 minutes, those lower time frames, sometimes there's too much detail and you can lose sight of what's really happening. So what is really happening? Well, we're in an uptrend since September 22nd, which was the low at $7.30. That was the low point after we made our last all-time high, which was on August 16th of 2020. Another bullish development here is we broke past this level. This was a key resistance level that you saw back in November. You saw it over here back on August 29th, which was that level of $16.36. So Chainlink has broken above that, and that is one level that could potentially act as support if the price falls. But I'm not so sure the price is going to fall so quickly. As you can see here, we closed our daily candle just about an hour ago, and we've been rising ever since. Now, we closed yesterday's candle at $20.75, which is a new all-time high, and that's specifically or particularly relevant because we closed above the old all-time high. And if you'll notice down here, this candle came on heavy volume, making it a more significant move. So not only did we break the all-time high, we broke it with conviction. We broke it on a day, well, you can see the crypto market starting to come back a little bit now, but we broke it on a day where most other cryptocurrencies were down. So that's a good sign for Chainlink because this was showing strength when other cryptocurrencies were weak. So a lot of good things happening. But if we continue to go up, how high can we go? That's the question. So what I've done here, and I'm going to get rid of my face here. All right, so let's get serious and talk about some Fibonacci retracement levels and some Fibonacci extension levels. You know, one thing I've been thinking about lately is as these cryptocurrency prices rise and rise, it's becoming more and more difficult to figure out where the top might be. And of course, when any asset is in price discovery mode, meaning it has recently broken an all-time high, there's no resistance overhead, there's no previous price data to look back on. And so we really are in the stratosphere, so to speak, and there's really no way to tell exactly where the price will go. But one thing we can do to forecast is use Fibonacci retracement levels. So what you're looking at here, I'm going to explain to you how I drew this. And you can see this dotted line here. So if you go back to the previous all-time high, and then you take it to the swing low of the entire pattern. So this is a 6-month low. And then you look at these levels, you will see your Fibonacci retracement levels all the way up to the previous all-time high. But one thing you can do with Fibonacci retracement levels is extend it even further. But before we move up and look at the price targets, I just want to point out how well this price, the Link price, reacted to these levels. Came above it, came back down, touched the bottom, came above it, came through. Look at that, how beautiful that is. It's just an amazing thing. You know, those of you who say, I always hear people, or once in a while I hear people telling me that technical analysis is just garbage, it doesn't work. And then, you know, when I pull up something like this, it makes a whole lot of sense, at least from where I'm sitting. You know, so that is something I wanted to mention. Now, if I pull this down, you're going to see some higher numbers come up, and you'll see this extension. Now, this is one, right? This is $20.10, our previous all-time high. Now, the 1.27 Fibonacci level is the next potential resistance point, which would be sitting at $23.59. So do I think the price has a good chance of getting there within the next 24 to 48 hours? I would say yes. Okay, I'm never giving financial advice or telling you when to trade, but based on the fact we just had a bullish candle on a lot of volume, we're at an all-time high, we're in price discovery, I can't see this price not testing this level. So $23.59 I think is a very probable level that we will test. If we can break through that, the next level, which would be our golden ratio here, which would be the 1.618 level. Now that's at $28. So that would be the next level of resistance, a level that is a bit less likely, but also still very possible within the next week or two. Beyond that, we could hit $32, but I don't want to, get my head in the clouds. I know a lot of people in this space, especially analysts, they tend to get too high on themselves. They tend to get too emotional, too excited. When investing, I always do my best to stay calm and practice unbiased and unemotional technical analysis. That doesn't mean I'm not excited. Of course, I've been in Chainlink a very long time. As many of you know, I've been holding for really since the summer of 2019. So I am naturally excited, but I try not to get too ahead of myself. So that's what I'm looking at on the upside. On the downside, if this were to fall below $20, we're going to be looking at two levels. One was that level I showed you before, and the other one is the 0.786 level, and that level is naturally at $17.36. So look for Chainlink to find support at $17.36, or as I mentioned before, at $16.36. So should you buy more? Should you sell more? Truthfully, that's up to you, right? One thing to do if you've been holding for a long time is to scale out of your positions slowly, taking some profit. One tactic might be to take a little bit of money off the table, perhaps your initial investment. Do I think this is the tippy top for Chainlink? Do I think the cycle is over? Absolutely not. I think this has room to run. And I do think that $50 or $100 Chainlink is very possible over the course of the next couple months, certainly within the next 6 months. We could see a 3-figure link. I don't go as far as say $1,000 links. Some people do, but again, I like to stay grounded and I take things as they come. But I want to ask you to go ahead and give this video a like if you found value in the content. I also want to congratulate you for being an early adopter of the decentralized Oracle platform that is Chainlink. Never invest more than you can afford to lose in cryptocurrency, and enjoy the ride. Later, guys.